Welcome everyone. Your life 5 years from now is today's time. Let's pick a card. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Today we have 3 options. Option 1 on the left, option 2 in the middle, and option 3 on the right hand side. Take another deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box, so if you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose the sword. This is going to be your reading about your life 5 years from now. All right, so the number 62 could be relevant. 5 years from now, you could be 62, but that's not going to be for all of you. 6 plus 2 is an 8, so that's already a really pretty good indication of stable prosperity 5 years from now. How will you get there? How will you get to the stable prosperity? Well, this archetype gives us a few clues. It seems like during the next 5 years, you're going to be cutting through to what is essential. And you're going to leave behind you anything that is not priority or really truly important. So for a lot of you, I think you're going minimalist with your things, with your relationships, with your thoughts, you're just really simplifying your life. And you're cutting through the BS. Especially, you're going to be letting go of people who have backstabbed you in the past. Anything that has caused you pain, you will be separating from the PTSD, from the aftershock, from the trauma, from the pain. You will be leaving that behind. You're no longer going to carry that with you or be identifying with it the same way you have up until now. Because you're going to choose to live the next 5 years of your life, or prepare to live in a way where you're really enjoying life, because it goes by really, really fast. And something has led you to realize that, or will lead you to realize how fast it goes, and you will choose to not sweat the small stuff, especially, and focus on the things you're grateful for. So that's one indication. So your life 5 years from now. And choosing to stay with what is essential is basically clearing the way for creating what it is that you truly want, the stability, the prosperity, right? It's like you're understanding that a lot of thoughts and feelings and emotions and people and situations and even places were really getting in the way of that. Even things, right? Things that you own. We're getting in the way of you being able to focus on what's truly important. I see a lot of you donating items. I see you selling vintage items online or in stores. Oh, we have sexual art. So 5 years from now, it seems like your sex life will be going wonderfully great. It's like a higher level kind of sexual exchange. It's very spiritual. With the number 33 there, we have the Ascended Master. So I'm really seeing an elevated form of sexual intimacy tied to emotional intimacy. Very beautiful. And 3 plus 3 is a 6. So the number 33 could be significant. It could be that 5 years from now you are 33 years old. You could be 33 right now. It doesn't have to be the case, but 3 plus 3 is a 6. So 6 would be Venusian energy. We have Taurus and Libra energy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. I do see you having a very, very passionate sex life 5 years from now. With the number 6 also including love and prosperity. So we already have a 6 and an 8, both indicating prosperity. One of them tending more to the side of stability, the other one tending more to the side of romantic love. And we have sexual arts, so you're either getting really good at sex, or sex is just becoming better for you for whatever reason. It could be about a partner. All right. Oops. Mercury, communication. So it's like, meanwhile, and in the course of the next 5 years, you're learning how to communicate your sexual needs, your wants, your desires, communicate your in a way that's vulnerable, that would activate the emotional intimacy as well as the sexual intimacy. I see you communicating very well on the work front and with a romantic partner here. I do see you learning something new, being very receptive and to learning, very curious. You could be involved in communication professionally, or data analysis, or information technology, or journalism, or you could be learning some new skills or teaching some new skills, or teaching skills. I see you being a very busy bee, very busy with communication, busy with work, but also work hard, play hard, enjoying in the meantime. Yeah. Full of energy. I'm seeing you full of energy. 5 years from now. And we have fertility. So a lot of you are going to become parents or grandparents, mothers or grandmothers. 5 years from now, it could be that you are conceiving new life or a new project. Take what resonates. And now we have the number 8 here, and that new life or new project will be very long-lasting and prosperous. So 5 years from now, you will be filled with creative energy, fertility. Fertility meaning it could be for physical human conception or a project. Okay, take what resonates for your age range, for what's possible, and for what your goals are. Okay, adapt to that. But the potential for fertility is definitely there, if not happening within the next 5 years, okay? But I do see creation of life or a project. So something new that you consider to be your baby. Or your child's baby, okay? Take what resonates. And we have the angel number 88, emphasizing the stable prosperity, and we have the number 33. So twice the number 3 means progress, constant progress. All right. Your life 5 years from now. Oh, and it's interesting how all this sexual activity would lead to a child for a lot of you. Now, the sexual activity could also be sacral chakra, feeding your creativity to create a project, okay, that you're working on. Very busy and energetically working on. Protecting the beehive. I heard protecting the beehive. Being very, very productive with a project or producing an actual human, okay? Take what resonates. Knight of Swords. You could have strong Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Yes, with all these swords, the swords and the Knight of Swords and Mercury with Gemini and Virgo there even. Let's just clarify the Knight of Swords. What's going on with this Knight of Swords, please? I do see a lot of movement and communication for sure. What is this Knight of Swords? Things moving fast for you. Things moving fast. Things moving really, really fast. The Seven of Wands. A lot of people wanting a lot of things from you. So now I'm seeing in general, the people around you in general. It's like regardless of whether you're doing things right or wrong, there's going to be people who always have something to say about you, and I see you being very defensive. And here's the thing, it's like it's almost like you're finally becoming defensive against people who have always had like a sharp tongue toward you or something to say about you, not in the best way. And you're finally standing your ground and defending yourself from these people and putting them in their place, setting your boundaries. And wow, okay, good job. That's what I'm seeing here. The number 7, and it's all a result of your spiritual path and what the spiritual lessons that you've learned. So you're finally putting those lessons into practice. So it's like sometimes you're giving it right back to people, other times you're not answering at all. But you're being very assertive, really very, very assertive. Yeah, and look. Oh, 5 of Michael. Yeah, interesting, because there is a technique, an energy healing and clearing technique where we use Archangel Michael's vacuum, and that's Archangel Michael vacuuming away anything that doesn't belong to you, that is in your body, in your aura, in your spirit, in your mind, in your emotional body. It's like it's all being vacuumed out of your life. Any situations that don't serve you, you're releasing attachment to outcomes. You are taking a more uplifting approach to everything. And with the 5 of Michael, that's the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people coming at you, but you're going to show them the way. You're going to show them either the door, or you're going to tell it to them like it is, and you're going to set the record straight. And you're going to keep moving forward, and you're going to keep moving forward and achieving regardless. And now we have angel number 77. So we have angel number 33, 77, and 88. That's a lot of double numbers here. Yeah, you've learned a lot of determination and self-control in the midst of being attacked left and right. You're still doing career advancement, and you're going to be acknowledged of your success by other people regardless. So I would say there are people trying to dethrone you at the workplace or whatever you're doing right. They're trying to twist things. For what reason, God knows. Only God knows. So Cancerian energy could be somewhere in your chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. I was going to say something else, that was popping up. Maybe it'll come back to me later. Oh, so there's a saying in Portuguese. So if you know any Portuguese, it says, "Os cães ladram e a caravana passa," and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. It's like, it says, so translating, it says the dogs bark and the caravan keeps going, keeps moving. So the caravan here would be the chariot, the dogs barking obviously would be a metaphor for these people trying to come up against you and stop you in some way, or probably they don't agree with you, or they think there would be a better way of doing things, but that is not exactly the case at all. All right, so your life 5 years from now. I don't remember if I interrupted the reading. If I did, it's because I was sneezing, okay? It's been happening to me a lot. Change of the seasons. It's fall right now, so it could be that. Your life 5 years from now. Okay, so you're practicing something 5 years from now. It could be a new musical instrument or some other skills that you're acquiring. There's some daily practice here to polish your skills or talents, or to somehow increase your confidence. And practice, all this practice is also leading you to a lot of career advancement and success that will be acknowledged by others. All right. Your life 5 years from now. Your mind is also very fertile. You're very creative. Your energy is very solution-oriented and creating. So it could be that you're creating something new, a new product, a new service, a new idea, a new project, a new method that you're practicing. Wow, all right. So in the meantime, the next 5 years, you will be purifying, and that would lead to positive changes 5 years from now. So any changes happening 5 years from now are definitely looking very, very positive. As a result of whatever work you're doing to purify, that first thing that we said about sticking to the essential and letting everything go. Look at that, all that darkness being vacuumed there, right? It would free your space, your mental space, your emotional space, your spiritual space from a lot that has been blocking your ability to advance in life, to make progress, to create stable prosperity, to create people or things or projects. So it's like the next 5 years, it's like you're opening the space to be able to create and bring new things about in this world. All right? So very positive changes 5 years from now. And I would say this, I've been feeling this is a slow progress within the next 5 years, okay? So that was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section. And have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome everyone who chose the medallion. This is going to be your reading about your life 5 years from now. All right, so the number 59 could be relevant, and the number 5. So 5 means change, change. This medallion could be a heirloom, could be from a great-grandmother or a grandmother that gifts you this medallion before or after the passing of this loved one, okay? So this is also representing an amulet, a talisman. So it seems like 5 years from now, you're going to be very protected. And I feel you're going to be protected within the next 5 years. 5 years from now, you're going to feel like you are upholding some kind of tradition, protecting and honoring some kind of family tradition, or some kind of tradition that you feel connected to. All right. You could be gifted a medallion 5 years from now. But with the number 5, you're changing a lot within the next 5 years. And in 5 years from now, you're going to be a very, very different person. I don't know what that means for you, but I do see you being more traditional in a sense, but traditional connected to your culture and your roots and your upbringing and your family and all those things. So, upholding that tradition, protecting and honoring your traditions, being very protected. All right. Your life 5 years from now. Family and tribe. Look, it just flipped in the deck. There you go. And entrapment. So in a sense, it's like you feel like you have to, for some reason, you're going to really have to do this. It's not like you have much of a choice. You feel trapped into, but trapped doesn't have to be very negative. It just means that for some reason, I feel trapped with some kind of family responsibility. Okay? But it's not that it's a welcome trap, but it's like you feel like you're upholding tradition by fulfilling this duty. It's like a family duty or a duty to your tribe. And you feel like you're the one responsible. And you may not like this many times. You may feel a certain way about it sometimes and another way about it other times. Now, of course, if you don't like a prediction, watching predictions is always great for you to analyze your current situation, your current behavior, your current thoughts. And ask yourself, is there anything entrapping you right now? Is there anyone entrapping you? Is there anything you can do to avoid this feeling of entrapment 5 years from now? Because with the number 5, it means that you can still change and shift and adjust some things here, move some moving pieces that you can still move around in order for this to not feel so like an entrapment. So it's almost telling you that there are things you can prepare now so that 5 years from now you don't feel trapped. Okay, so this energy is very much depending on what you're going to do right now. Okay, it's not that the moral obligation is not going to weigh on you still, but there are ways that you can make your life easier that would start affecting you 5 years from now, and you don't feel so entrapped. You may, if let's say you want to not live with your family anymore, but you don't feel like you have the financial means to leave right now, there are things you can do meanwhile, such as investments and wise investments, and not putting all your money in one basket, right? There's so many forms of investment. There's crypto, there's real estate, there's gold, there's a bunch of things that you can do. And with the medallion there, I'm seeing gold and probably even silver. So there's a lot of things you can do to really, in some way, avoid the entrapment part of it, while still taking responsibility, just in a much more relaxed, nonchalant, and free, in a way that is freer. Okay, so it's almost like this reading is coming to you as a sign to say, hey, you can still change things. So if you're sleeping on it, if you know what you need to change, if you're procrastinating, don't, okay? Start making the changes right now. Your life 5 years from now. 8th house. Yeah, I mean, and it says investments, so that would be advice. Your investments will grow. Your investments will actually with the number 8 there, turn into stable prosperity. So that's really good. So this is saying about the investments, if you do start investing now, that will bring you stable prosperity 5 years from now. So that is good advice right now for you. So if you're sleeping on investing, if you're procrastinating, please don't, okay? But I do see a possible inheritance here coming your way 5 years from now, from something that you would expect, because again, I don't predict any tragedies or something that is not expected in terms of a loss, okay? It would be someone you're already expecting or someone who is already ready to go. So, and someone much older than you. I see the next 5 years will be very intense for you. It could be that a secret comes out, a family secret comes out. There's also something about intimacy here. You could have strong Scorpio in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. I see you very committed to your family relationships. Honor. The word honor being very important. Yeah, it's like you're going to feel like you're having to make sacrifices. And it says there are those worth making and there are those that will destroy you. It seems like a sacrifice worth making in this case because it is leading to stable prosperity. It is for an honorable cause, but again, you don't have to sacrifice too much if you start preparing now, and you know what it is, because otherwise in this reading this wouldn't be coming up if you wouldn't have a way of changing things or preparing or adjusting, because you still have 5 years to do so. Whatever that is, and you know what it is. So even if you don't, there will be more clues about what that may be. Temperance. Yes, so this is very positive. Temperance is a 14. 14 is a 5, 1 plus 4. So again, it's telling you, yes, you have the chance to make the necessary changes. The focus needs to be on transmuting negative to positive at all times. Negative thoughts to positive thoughts, negative words to positive words, negative affirmations to positive affirmations, negative behaviors to positive behaviors, right? This kind of thing needs to be done in the course of the next 5 years. This is part of the changes and adjustments you need to make, and healing is a big one. Remaining hopeful, trusting divine timing, and patience, okay? So these are some key ingredients on how to change and adjust, preparing for the next 5 years so that the sacrifice doesn't feel like entrapment. But there will be a lot of healing 5 years from now. Someone here could have strong Sagittarius in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Just want one, please. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so some good news here. Some of you might like truffles, more specifically the white truffle. Maybe you're using truffle oils or something like that. The Knight of Pentacles. Some of you could have strong Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in your chart. I see slow but steady progress with health and finances, okay? As well as investments. It's like it's always going up and forward. Again, you keep building a lot of stability and prosperity that is moving you into the future. Creating a very steady money, very steady health. I see a lot of patience. I see delayed gratification. Your sacrifice paying off, okay? There will be a reason for you feeling a little bit trapped for a while, but it will show in terms of your, it's like there's something good here for your health and your finances, okay? Right. Your life 5 years from now. Make your money work for you meanwhile. Make your money work for you meanwhile. Because there's a sense here that you could be someone who tends to be entrapped by money and feeling like you're obligated to make money, which of course survival, etc. I understand. But making your money work for you. Find out ways you can make your money work for you, so that you can free yourself from this connection to your finances or your material needs entrapping you. It could be that you have a lot of stuff that you could let go of that is entrapping you, like something as simple as having so many things that you have to dust them off every day. That is taking away from your time, and that is trapping you inside your house, or trapping you to a task, a daily task that wouldn't be so necessary. The Emperor, I do see that you're going to be very organized, methodical, and in charge of your life and the direction your life takes. So, but again, there's a stubbornness here. It could be that your own stubbornness is entrapping you. You could have strong Aries in your chart. So one of the changes could be allow yourself to be more flexible with yourself and others. But I do see a lot of stability and efficiency. But it's like I see a lot of obligations and a lot of duties and a lot of tasks. I do see that. You know, sometimes being in charge of something can be quite limiting in terms of your own freedom. So here's what I'm seeing, an example. So you could want to very desperately have your own business, be a boss, but that comes with certain responsibilities that may feel like you are trapped to this, and you're working even when you should be vacationing. So again, I'm not saying getting a job is better. I'm just saying if you make money, invest some money and see it grow, okay? Passive income. Oh, I'm also hearing something else. I'm seeing holding. So instead of trading, I'm hearing holding. So instead of like trading daily, like selling, buying, I'm seeing like more holding for 5 years. Be patient, because I'm seeing patience here. So if you're investing in anything, gold, crypto, whatever it is, I would hold for, well, not I would, I'm just seeing what the energy is reading. The energy is telling you to hold and be patient. Queen of Raphael. 5 years from now, you will be following your heart, though. A love of home and family. So you will love your home and your family life. And you will be trusting your intuition, which will be on point. I see a kind, understanding, giving family life. I see a lot of love around you, so that is really positive. Being able to experience love, so it really is a sacrifice worth making, and the rewards are stability and love. So at first it may feel a little bit limiting, but then you're gonna see the rewards. Maybe you're very used to traveling a lot or being very free to move around. But again, you can always make adjustments, come up with new routines and methods and ways to prepare to be freer, okay? Ooh, I did see debt paid off. So some of you are paying off your debt within the next 5 years. Okay. So it could be what are your next 5 years going to be like? Why is this all skewed? Your next 5 years. All right, so it says the answer to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So it seems like you're going to be praying and affirming, and those prayers and affirmations will be met and fully realized, especially around a winter season 5 years from now. So we're going into winter now for some of us that are in the northern hemisphere. So that would be exactly 5 years from now. Others of us just came out of winter, so it could be a little bit less than 5 years if you're in the southern hemisphere. Dietary change is one thing that you're going to be doing 5 years from now. You're going to be improving your diet, and as you improve your diet, so will your life improve. So that could be one of the adjustments you can start doing actually right now if you feel like that could be trapping you in some way. Because what we're eating could be trapping our body into feeling low vibrational, right? So maybe you're just going to have to make yourself really strong for someone who's going to need you 5 years from now, right? Or do something about your family and the diet within your family or the routines within your family that would make your family life easier 5 years from now. Okay. There's a lot of advice coming through and solutions coming through in this particular option. So all right, crystals. It could be that you're purchasing crystals or working with crystals or learning about crystals meanwhile, or you're just getting some crystals for your home. Crystal could be an important name here. It could be that you're working with crystals, crystal grids. It could be that you are mining crystals, not mining necessarily, but just going to one of those places where you can dig up your own crystals. And that is your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for you. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments. It was a pleasure. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one, and bye for now. Welcome, everyone who chose the castle. This is going to be a reading about your next 5 years. The number 43 could be relevant, as well as the number 7. I'm seeing someone at restful peace in their castle, okay? And I'm seeing you surrounded by pearls. So it could be that you finally get that pearl necklace or pearl bracelet that you've always wanted. I do see a lot of luxury, okay? The finer things. If you want pink roses, I see you getting the pink roses. If you want a really nice house, I see you getting the really nice house. You're getting the makeup. You're getting the bedazzling. You are also protected, okay? For some of you, it's a palace. For some of you, it's a penthouse. But you're really in a seat of power. I'm seeing like a sort of a throne, okay? Fairy tale life. You're getting your fairy tale. There could be abundant riches here. I see you settled. But at the same time, it's like there's going to be something missing. Like, okay, you've achieved your fairy tale life, but now you want something else, or you want something more, or you want something different. Because I feel you're going to realize that there is no end all be all, right? It's like, it's not stagnant. It's almost like the hermetic laws of the universe. Even if something looks perfect on the outside, even if you get what you want, it doesn't mean it's going to always be what you need, if that makes sense. So there's something about you that's going to be dreaming for something else. Something more, something different, something less, right? There's something that where you're at peace, but then you start to get a little bit antsy because you now need another challenge or something like that. Healing. Well, look, in a sense, there's a lot of healing that's happening within the next 5 years. And you're going to be making a lot of progress with healing up until, you know, the next 5 years, or during the next 5 years. So that's really positive. Whatever you feel you need to heal, some of you with the numinous here, I'm seeing the amethyst. That is telling me that a lot of you are healing from an addiction, either an addictive behavior or a way of thinking. Your psychic abilities are healing or growing and expanding, but a lot of you are healing some form of addiction. It could be a codependency, it could be sugar, it could be something you drink, it could be a substance, it could be something, behavior, a way of thinking, obsessive thinking, right? And, you know, it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be a challenge you overcome because you will heal. Yes, there will be some tension, some pressure, some frustration, some struggles, but you will be able to reorient yourself and you will work things out. If something's gone wrong in a relationship for you, you will be able to work things out and reconcile. But I'm not going to lie, the next 5 years are going to be challenging when it comes to healing here, but you're going to be able to get rid of whatever that toxic addiction is in your life. And you know what, I just read this affirmation yesterday that reminded me, and you must be thinking, well, it's going to be hard, or it's too hard. And the affirmation says exactly, I can do hard things. You can do hard things, okay? People do it every day. So just because it's hard doesn't mean you're not going to do it, okay? Doesn't mean you can't do it. You can. You can and you will. Yes, it's going to be a challenge, but everything in life can be. Life is really challenging anyway, so choose your challenges, right? Just at least choose a challenge that would heal you and set you on a better path in life. Atlantis, and we have rapid development, excellence, and success with your healing, with your challenges. Yes, 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 yes. These challenges are actually going to be the stepping stones to your success. The number 19 and the number 1 are saying that you're having a new beginning 5 years from now that is very successful. You could feel a connection to Atlantis. But 5 years from now, after you go through these challenges, or while you're going through these challenges, you're moving through them very successfully. So, tackling challenges like a pro and emerging from these challenges even stronger. Wow. The epitome of it's not what's happened to you, it's what you choose to do with it. That's going to be your MO. It's a wonderful place to be. It's very empowering. And whatever you choose to do 5 years from now, if you're bored, if you need a change, you will be able to do this very quickly, very successfully, and very well done. So, King of Wands, yes, definitely in your throne of power, very attractive, very successful, very supported, and very charismatic. That's your energy. You could have strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. I do see you entering a more positive era 5 years from now. Well, you feel more passionate about life, more decisive, more energized, more creative, more positive in general. 4 of Swords, because you've allowed yourself to rest and you took care of your mental health especially. There's a lot of healing around mental health here 5 years from now. So whatever you're struggling with in terms of your mental health, or that has been affecting your mental health, I see you resting, I see you recovering, I see you healing. And as a consequence of this, moving through the challenges and having a very successful new beginning where you feel renewed, uplifted, positive, full of life. Perspective. You will have a new perspective on everything after a period of stagnation and seeing things from a different perspective. Being put in a position where you were so stagnant that you had no other choice than to see things from every angle. You had a pause to reflect. You got some insight, and that led you to daring to be different. And that's that uniqueness and that difference that's going to set you apart and it's going to set you on the path towards success, is accepting some part of you that's unique. And you're going to dare to be that way and be genuine and truthful with who you are. The number 12 and the number 3, again, indicating a lot of progress. Now we have 2112, mirrored number. So 2112, angel number. Go check it out. Go research. Because again, that's a number 33, constant progress. And in the course of the next 5 years, you're going to find that there is a better way to do something, or to heal, or to let go of an addiction, or to overcome challenges, and to move quicker, and to do things with excellence, and to be successful. That's the big change that's happening for you within the next 5 years. 9 of Ariel, you are reaching a place of financial independence, dreams being fulfilled, especially when it comes to your health and your finances, your hard work leading to great success and rewards. And you're just enjoying life and having enough money and health to travel and enjoy life, really, is what I'm seeing here. Blessings and bliss. Could have strong Pisces in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. These are the ones that came out for option 2. So it means we need to keep shuffling. If they want to come out again, then I'm not going to stop them. Come on. Give us one, please. And we have travel. Yes, I did see travel. So there you go. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So it could be that trip that you're taking sometime soon will set you in a new trajectory that will take you through the next 5 years, or you will be able to travel within the next 5 years or 5 years from now. But there's definitely travel there. I do see a lot of elements of travel. Twice a girl sitting on a horse. One is a unicorn. The other one is not actually a horse. It's a deer. So. Yes, the next 5 years you're going to be taking charge of your life in any situation. You're going to finally do something about it. You're going to dot the I's and you're going to take charge of something that you felt you fell victim to, but you're going to realize that you are a lot more empowered than you thought you were. And that was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. Let me know in the comments how this resonates. Of course, like if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Till next time.